Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this program of the beautiful names of Allah. In this episode, we are going to take two more attributes of Allah, Al-Mutakabbir and Al-Khaliq. First, Al-Mutakabbir, the majestic. He who showers his greatness in all things and in all ways. Al-Mutakabbir, which is coming from Al-Kibr. And as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said, that is in Hadith Qudsi reported by Abu Hurairah radiyallahu ta'ala an, Al-Kibriya'u ridai wal-azamatu izari faman naza'ani fi wahidin minhuma qasamtuhu thumma qadhaftuhu fi an-nar. Greatness is my mantle, and wal azamatu izari, and also the honor and greatness is just like my wrapper. So the person who becomes a disputant to me in one of these two things, qasamtuhu, I am going to break him completely, thumma qadhaftuhu fil nar, and then I will throw him into the hellfire. Now, that greatness, as we know, that it belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And a man should not think that he got that greatness. So the people who try to imitate Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they are wrong. Because the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is real. And the people who are living in a fantasy of greatness, there is no greatness at all for them. Their example is just like a person who is standing on a mountain. He is from the mountain, he sees and looks down upon the people. He sees them very small. But the very same people, when they look at this person, they see him as very small as well. That is the example of Al-Mutakabbir in the earth or in the land. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has said that فَلَبِئْسَ مَثْوَى الْمُتَكَبِّرِينَ. Very bad end is for those people who show this takabbur or this arrogance. I think the proper word for takabbur for the people, that is the arrogance itself. Even the people who respect such type of person, that is totally because of hypocrisy and because of show off. In their heart, they don't respect such a person. So the word al-mutakabbir, if it is used for the man, it means that the person who is trying to behave like a great person, but he is not great, because the greatness only belongs to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now let us here quote the saying of the people of Fir'aun or Pharaoh. They have said to Musa alayhi salam, when Musa alayhi salam brought them the messages of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and told them that you should try to have faith in Allah and believe in Him. They said to him, قالوا أجئتنا لتلفتنا عما وجدنا عليه آباءنا وتكون لكم الكبرياء في الأرض. They said, have you come here to turn us away from the practices of our forefathers, so that al-kibriya'u, the greatness, remains only for both of you, Musa and Aaron? That was their saying, and of course Musa alayhi salam did not mean to be great. He wanted to show them the greatness of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. He did not want the greatness for himself. But the people of Egypt at that time, they believed in Pharaoh as their Lord, and this is why they addressed them in such a way. There is a very beautiful lines of poetry by a poet in Arabic. تواضع تكن كالنجم لاها لناظر على صفحات الماء وهو رفيع ولا تك كالدخان يعلو بنفسه على طبقات الجو وهو وضيع. Be humble to the people. You would be like a star a man sees the reflection of that star in the water, in the spring of the water, وَهُوَ رَفِيعُ. But the reality is that the star is very high. He just sees its reflection in the water. Don't be like the smoke, which becomes by itself higher and higher on the different levels of the air, but inside or in reality, وَهُوَ وَضِيءُ, the smoke is very mean, very low. So, be like a star, not like the smoke itself. And our Prophet ﷺ has said, مَنْ تَوَاضَعَ لِلَّهِ رَفَعَهُ اللَّهُ. The person who humiliates himself for the sake of Allah, Allah is going to lift him. And here I remember an interesting story of a former president of Soviet Union during the time of communism and atheism, that he invited some Muslim journalists and they were flying with him in the plane. And when they were above in the space, that president said to them, out of just a way of mocking, that now we are very close to your God, we are in the space high above. Can you show me your God? At that time, one of these journalists who was a Muslim stood up and he said to the president, Mr. President, just open the door of the plane and take one step out and you will see the God with all his majesty. So that is the reality. People live in their vanities and they think they are great. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the greatest.